Oh my God, the boots feel good on here.
Welcome to Texas Red Dirt Roads Radio with Justin Frizzell. Brought to you by Colorado High Vodka, setting high standards in Texas and red dirt music.
Hey everybody, welcome backstage to Billy Bob's Texas, the world's largest honky-tonk. I'm excited you're here with us this week because this week is something brand new. We're going to call this our Texas Red Dirt Roads Backroads segment. And of course, it's always brought to you by our friends at Colorado High Vodka and Jag Metals LLC. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to bring our guest each week on the show backstage to Billy Bob's Texas. And we're going to do a little extended segment with them. So you'll be able to catch up every week and get more on some of your favorite Texas singer-songwriters. And we'll also highlight points of the show that we just did with each one of these singer-songwriters throughout the week. So thanks for tuning in. We're glad you're here. Today you're going to hear from the Powell Brothers, Blake and Taylor. You'll also hear from Prophets and Outlaws, James Cook, and Jeff Grossman from Saints 11. So let's get started. Texas Red Dirt Roads Backroads, live from backstage at the world's largest honky-tonk, Billy Bob's Texas.
Y'all say hello the first time on the Texas Red Dirt Roads radio show, the Powell Brothers, everybody.
So this song is called No More, and it was supposed to be our very first radio single ever. We had a business advisor tell us, hey, guys, for that amount of money, you could rent a 43-foot catamaran in the British Virgin Islands for a week.
Did you?
We totally did. Yeah, so we never released this song. We went sailing and played island parties for a week instead. That's probably a bad move, but had we released it, it would have sounded like a studio version of this.
All right, good deal.
When you find me out, I'll be long gone. Take my chance on the road, dreams in the back of my car. You never had much faith in me, girl, I gotta leave. Maybe one day make you believe. When you see me again, I don't know when I'll be a different man than you knew back then. Don't know who I'll be, finally gonna leave. Darling, you won't see me here no more. You know you had your chance, I was good as yours. Been a long time coming now, we've run our course. Now I'm gonna show good enough to go. Find a way out on my own. When you see me again, I don't know when I'll be a different man than you knew back then. Don't know who I'll be, finally gonna leave. Darling, you won't see me here no more. When you see me again, I don't know when I'll be a different man than you knew back then. Don't know who I'll be, don't know where I'll be, don't know who I'll be, finally gonna leave. Darling, you won't see me here no more. Thank you very much.
Powell Brothers right there on the Texas Red Dirt Roads radio show. Taylor.
Welcome back to the Texas Red Dirt Roads radio show, live here backstage at the world's largest honky-tonk, Billy Bob's Texas. Justin Brazell sitting here with Taylor and Blake Powell, the Powell Brothers. You just saw their live performance from this past week's Texas Red Dirt Roads radio show, so we brought them backstage to the world's largest honky-tonk. Is this your first time backstage at Billy Bob's?
This is our first time backstage at Billy Bob's, and it's pretty sweet.
Are you soaking it all in? Are you looking around and going, man, the people that have been on this stage?
We were trying to play it cool till you brought it up.
Yeah,
but
now
it's
guess what?
back here.
Guess what? Now you can put your names on that list. Please don't write on the wall.
Once we
Just
were
tell
like,
everybody you
not
know.
yet. Now y'all were getting your gear, and we were like, hey, if we like just went ahead and wrote it on here, anybody notice for a while?
Yeah, there would be somebody that would notice.
Yeah,
And
so
it would come down on my head.
we want to come back.
There's a camera right there, and of course there's that one right there, but we're worried about that one right there.
We figured, we said, we'll just, for now, we'll not do it. We'll ask you in this interview, find out if there's a camera. If there's not, we'll do it. If there is, we'll just get out of here.
Well, in all honesty, this venue is a bucket list for every artist. I can imagine it's the same for you guys.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Is there a venue that you've played so far where you've been able to go, yeah, we did it, we played there?
Oh, Green Hall.
Yeah.
Green Hall, yeah, that's a big one as well.
And somebody even like recently said that we're regulars at Green Hall, which like, whether it's true or not, somebody said it.
Why
made me
not?
feel
There's
cool.
nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah.
Now you guys are honestly brothers.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
Same
same
mom.
bloodline, same mom,
Same mom,
whole
same
nine-
dad.
whole 9 yards. So most brothers, most families, you know, there's a little bit of, I love you, but I'm gonna go do my thing, and you're gonna go do your thing, and we'll see each other during the holidays. But you guys have managed to not only get along, but turn into a phenomenal music career.
So he was supposed to be playing drums.
Okay?
But now he's kind of getting onto my territory, so I might start playing drums if we start fighting. So that's how, the more, if you start seeing us playing other instruments, that probably means we're,
Because we need our space.
we need our space.
Right. I mean, I know you guys are like real brothers, but I mean, the constant, Step Brothers movie continues to play in my mind about.
That's pretty much our life. Yeah,
I think it's probably nothing like that. But you guys, I mean, you guys had this plan for a while. Maybe not together, but music was going to be your thing, just based on where you went to school.
Yeah, we knew where we were going. We just didn't know how we were going to get there or in
I
what
think part of
capacity.
it too, I mean, we both went from a very small school to then being, my graduating class is like 2,500 kids or something. Probably was that much, but it was well over.
We went from
800
we went from 30 kids in a class to all of a sudden over 1,000.
It was more just like we were down with doing music, and it was just something, get through high school or whatever, and then I don't think we realized you could actually get paid to do it until a little bit later.
Wow. Well, I mean,
we
you're
were
already
both-
ahead of some bands. I mean, you're getting paid to do it.
Must have been like 15, 16, we were getting hired out by other bands to go play for them on their tours and
Right.
play on record, release parties and stuff.
It's crazy how old I was when I realized the guys playing like ACL are getting paid very well. Like the idea of playing ACL is such a dream,
Right.
like the idea that like those big festivals, those bands are doing very well. It's
Sure.
like, you get paid.
Well, I learned recently about ACL is obviously it's invitation only, and at the same time they also put a statewide radius on those bands. Like if you're playing ACL, you can't play anywhere else in the state for I don't know how much it is on the back end or on the front end, but so that's an exclusive festival, and certainly one you'd want to be on.
Yeah, just the idea that something that's that exciting, or playing like Madison Square Garden, like things that are like dreams as kids to play on those stages.
Right. Yeah.
I think we just thought this was a fun thing to do, and then now it just seems silly now that we pay people to do music with us.
Right. Well,
It's just kind of funny.
man, ride that as long as you can. You guys are living the dream. You're doing a fantastic job at it. New CD coming this September. Leave on the lights.
Yes, sir.
And we heard some of that during the show today. We just saw a great performance from you guys from earlier this week. Let's play one now. What do you guys want to play?
We're gonna do a current radio single, also a song that will be on that record. Yep. The song's called Coming Home.
All right. Powell Brothers right here backstage at Billy Bob's, Texas.
Away the trees, away from
Dirt Roads Radio Show. Blake and Taylor, PowellBrothersMusic.com.
Yes, sir.
New record coming out in September.
Yes, sir.
All right, quick round right here. Has there been anything yet where you almost came to blows and said, you know what? This is it. No more. I can't stand it.
I can't stand what? Each
Each
other?
other. I mean, like, let's call it off.
Oh, I thought, okay.
And the brother emotion fully kicked into gear.
Man, this is a real bad, quick answer round. Starting bad.
Doesn't sound like there's been anything.
I guess if Taylor asked anything early in the morning, but I mean, like, that's just,
What's early in the morning?
He's not a morning.
before noon.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, not a morning person.
Welcome to the life of the singer-songwriter. That's awesome. Best thing that's happened to you guys up to this point.
Dude, there's so many. I mean, that's like getting to do Green Hall. Seriously, was kind of like a, like hearing stories of our uncles and grandparents like talking about that place. So getting to finally go.
One of my favorite stories is we were doing Luke and Bob with Gary P. Nunn.
It was our CD release.
Oh yeah, their CD release.
We
Right.
played Green Hall. We opened for Mando Player.
Oh, Ricky Skaggs.
We opened for Ricky Skaggs, and then we opened for Luke and Bob, and we opened for Gary P. Nunn.
Yeah.
And then Gary calls us on stage to sing a lot of Homesick Blues with him. And
So
so they're just like,
you
that was a
guys
cool
know, I
day.
mean, that's the
Oh yeah.
origination
Oh yeah.
of that song. Yeah, it was written in London in a flat when Gary was freezing his butt off, but it was all about being back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and so
That's
getting
special.
to do
Somebody
that.
sent us that Jerry Jeff Walker record.
Peter Trelinqua.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was sent to us, like the vinyl was sent to us in the mail like next
So,
week.
did Gary tell you the story about that song? So you've heard it on the record. And Gary says, let me see if I can put myself back in that place again.
Right.
And you know why that is? It's because that's the second time they did that song that night. The first time they did it, the recording messed up. And they didn't get the first take. So what you're actually hearing on Jerry Jeff's album is the second take. And so when Gary says, let me see if I can put myself back in that place again, it's not trying to be back in London where he wrote the song. It's trying to be back where he just came from. Because the crowd was like, whoa, and into it, this, that, and the other. He's like, let's see if we can do all that over again.
Yeah,
It's a great
But,
story.
yeah,
It's a great
it's
story.
better to hear him tell it. I promise you.
I believe it. He's a storyteller.
PowellBrothersMusic.com, new record coming in September. Check these guys out. They're fantastic. They'll be all over the map. Stick around. We got more from James Cook and Jeff Grossman from Saints 11. We're live backstage at Billy Bob's, Texas for Texas Red Dirt Roads Backroads, brought to you by Colorado High Vodka, Jag Metals LLC, and our friends at the Fenolio Boot Company in Dakota, Texas. Y'all stick around.
Yeah, we got a brand new song we want to play for you guys. We wrote with, we've been trying to write with as many people as we could. We even wrote with Brandon Jenkins a couple of years ago and wrote
an awesome song.
An awesome song. We didn't put it on the record, not because it wasn't good, but our producer told us this is going to be for your next album. You know, he's already thinking that far ahead. But we had a great write with him. We tried to write with as many people as we could. Adam Hood and. One of the songs we ended up cutting, we wrote with Eric Willis, who's also out of Wichita Falls.
Yeah.
And that kid can sing his butt off. And so this is our version of an Eric Willis song, but we put it on our record. So this one's called 6 New Strings. And again, we're going to play this at the Kessler Theater this Saturday. So if anyone wants to head over to
with horns,
Oak Cliff, yeah, we're going to bring the horn section and have a 7-piece. So it's going to be a big time. So here's 6 New Strings. Hope y'all like it.
That's right.
That's the horn section, by the way. It's me doing that, the whole set.
I don't dance unless I'm drinking. I don't try no Lincoln. But I can tell you what you're thinking, and you got it all wrong. I can't save any money, but I'll work for you, honey. And I know it might sound funny, but baby, just hold on. I know I might not seem right for you, but let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. 'Cause I heard a little rumor you like to sing. My place is just down the street. I got the good half of a bottle of red and 6 new strings. Ain't got no hits if you lean in and listen real close, you'll understand. I know I might not seem right for you. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. 'Cause I heard a little rumor you like to sing. My place is just down the street, and we can dance to the sound of the night like a movie scene. I know you're used to the finer things. I wanna show you what finer means. I got the good half of a bottle of red and 6 new strings. I'll show my cards, it's in your hand. It's last call, now I've done all I can. 'Cause I heard a little rumor you like to sing. My place is just down the street, and we can dance to the sound of the night like a movie scene. I know you're used to the finer things. I wanna show you what finer means. I got the good half of a bottle of red and 6 new strings.
Yeah. That's cool, man. Take the fire out of that. Come on, Eric Willis, a high five for me on that one, man. That's strong right there, boys.
Thank you very much. We're very excited.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Texas Red Dirt Roads radio show. We are backstage at Billy Bob's, Texas for our Backroads segment. Thanks again to our friends at Colorado High Vodka and Jag Metals LLC. We just came off a great performance of Prophets and Outlaws' brand new song, 6 New Strings. You guys co-wrote with Eric Willis. Fantastic song, man. Now, that's going to be on that new album.
Oh, it's on there, yeah. That's one of our favorite ones from the new record.
If it wasn't, I was protesting right now. Shut it down, go back in the studio.
I think Eric would be mad too. I think he likes that song a lot too. So yeah, we were very happy when we wrote it and very happy to perform it. And,
Right.
yeah, thanks for having us on.
Oh, always, man. You guys have been family for a number of years now. It's always a pleasure to have you guys on the stage. So thank you for the time. It's Matt, it's James, it's Steve, Prophets and Outlaws. Now, you just mentioned new record. What are we looking at as far as dates, songs? What are we looking at?
We got 12 new songs. We actually did redo one, a couple. Sweet Soft Southern Smiles, one that was one of our fans' favorites, and we never released it as a single.
Watch this. You ready to be flabbergasted? 2011, and the album cover was an owl.
Yeah, wow, you're right. And that was a while back. Yeah, that's a pretty good memory from our boy here.
I've been a fan of Prophets and Outlaws since I was 17.
So we recut it because we wanted to have a version that, not that we weren't proud of the first version, but we feel like we've grown up a lot. And
So what do you change when you decide you're going to go back and recut a song? Because you thought you had it perfect the first time, or you wouldn't put it on the album.
I would talk to the drummer. I mean, I think
I don't know if we thought we had it perfect. I think we were really young and just really excited about when we first recorded our first, the Soul Shop Sweet Soft. It was our first ever self-producing kind of venture into recording. And although we love it, it's just, I feel like this is a much more mature version of the material.
And we had a producer for this record.
Who produced it?
His name's Machine, believe it or not.
His name is Machine.
He's
Like on his birthday, the doctor came out and said,
I don't think so.
Machine!
Probably not.
Okay.
But he's from New Jersey, so we just let him go with it.
Fine.
Yeah, we
I
didn't
don't want
question
him and his crew on me because I
Right.
forgot about his name.
Right, so we had a producer for the first time, so we were able to turn over the keys, and this was one of the songs he really liked, and we were happy he did like it. And we did a kind of a refreshed version of it. I can't say it's too different, but
It's not too different. It's just a little
Updated.
Sure.
Yeah, it's updated.
2.0.
2018.
yeah, so we're very happy with it.
All right. Well, Prophets and Outlaws. You want to play some songs?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Prophets and Outlaws right here backstage at Billy Bob's, Texas.
When I met that blue-eyed girl, she grabbed onto my heart. The way she walked into the room, it had me from the start. With the confidence of a superstar, the innocence time I see her smile. Baby loves when I kiss her. She loves to make me miss her. Something about that girl keeps me coming around. Spends the day under my sheets. We laugh until we can't breathe. Something about that girl keeps me coming around. She's got beauty, soul, and style, and a sweet, soft southern smile. Now she's with me night and day, through the good times and the bad. When life gets rough, she finds a way to always make me laugh. She gets away with everything, cause she knows she makes me high. The way she loves me, man, I feel alive. Baby loves when I kiss her. She loves to make me miss her. Something about that girl keeps me coming around. Spends the day under my sheets. We laugh until we can't breathe. Something about that girl keeps me coming around. She's got beauty, soul, and style, and a sweet, soft southern smile. I know I need her, she needs me. And when I'm with her, I feel so free. She's the reason for this song, the reason I'm hanging on. Baby loves when I kiss her. She loves to make me miss her. Something about that girl keeps me coming around. Spends the day under my sheets. We laugh until we can't breathe. Something about that girl keeps me coming around. She's got beauty, soul, and style, and a sweet, soft southern smile.
Fantastic, fantastic. Props and Outlaws. I don't know if you saw or not, but I lip synced that entire song, so those folks think that I'm also part of the
Yes,
harmony.
yes.
Props and Outlaws. I didn't know Justin could do that. Well, now you do. Now you do. All right, real quick, speed round. Best memory you have as a band. What's the biggest highlight? Go, Matt.
We got to play with Randy Rogers on a Randy Rogers tune. We backed him up at Red River, New Mexico this time around. And we used to play that song all the time as a band. All of a sudden, Randy's doing acoustic, and his tour manager, Kyle, runs up and asks Randy in the middle of his set, Props and Outlaws want to back you up on this time around, and he didn't even think about it twice. He called us up, and we all backed him up, and it was before we really ever met the guy. He had someone say, we hadn't even met him yet.
James, you agree?
I mean that, and also honestly hearing our song, hearing you play our song. I mean, truth be told, I mean we've been listening to you since forever.
It sounds cheesy, but that is.
It does sound cheesy.
You've not been listening to me forever.
Not forever, but you know, for a minute, and hearing you say in Prophets and Outlaws, it gave me chills.
That's cool, man.
It was really cool.
Steve, you agree?
Those, I would also say the first time we got to play Larry Joe Taylor was just, so we've been on the main stage with a big one, but the first time it was noon on a Thursday. He had heard Soul Shop after y'all were spinning it and gave us a chance, and people were hungover, they got out of their trailers, and by the end of it we got a standing ovation, Soul and Most immersed that day, and we really had to prove ourselves, and we did, and it was just such a cool feeling. We've been friends with Larry ever since, so that was a really fun one.
From the highs to the lows, grossest thing you've ever experienced on the Prophets and Outlaws tour bus?
I got it.
You'll get to go first this
I
time.
got the best one.
Grossest thing. I mean,
Oh man, I
quit the band.
gotta think about it.
Jamie's shoes.
Yeah, we were playing shoes. They are gross.
Right? All right, Matt, go ahead.
I got thrown up on.
Oh, that's right.
By Jamie.
By the keyboard player, threw up on him.
Jelly.
Jelly.
want to stop there?
He was driving too.
Worse than
No, I think he wins.
We had pulled over in the middle of the day. We're all stripped down, got throw up out of our.
It was so gross.
Well, he just had a brand new baby boy. More of that to come.
He was just preparing.
ProphetsandOutlaws.com. That's where you go to find out everything about these guys. Go see them on the road. Get ready for a new album September-ish.
September-ish, that's right.
All right, there you go. ProphetsandOutlaws.com. Stick around. We've got more coming from James.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
All right, Mr. Cook, James Cook, one more for everybody today.
Yes, sure. He let the words flow from his wasted mind. She wrote a letter that changed his life. All graceful in the air, you can hear her with the crickets in the night. Pay no attention to those jeers and your smile. He's careful with his footsteps on his way to the bay. He knows better than to wake the dead. All the doors keep shutting, some coming from the holy seas. He's closer to the edge than he cares to be. And he knows she's a believer in Jesus and his plan. He'll do right with what's left of her saints. And he knows everyone says she's gone. And he knows there's no such thing as ghosts. There's no such thing as ghosts. No such thing as ghosts. No such thing as ghosts. No such thing as ghosts.
Wichita Falls, Texas, James Cook on the Texas Red Dirt Roads radio show. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you so much.
That's fun, man.
Great performance right there this past week from our friend James Cook, who joins me now backstage here at Billy Bob's Texas for the Texas Red Dirt Roads Backroads segment, where we spend a little extra time with our guest every week, brought to you by our friends at Colorado High Vodka, Jack Meadows LLC, and of course our friends at the Hyatt Place in the historic Fort Worth Stockyards, which, by the way, if you're coming to see us in the Fort Worth Stockyards, or if you're just coming any odd time of the year, make sure you tell them you heard about them on the Texas Red Dirt Roads radio show. It's tucked right behind Billy Bob's Texas, and they'll give you a 20% discount during your entire stay. Did you know that, James?
I didn't know that.
You do now.
Informative.
I expect you to use it. Good to see you, man.
That's great.
Thanks for hanging out, man. Enjoyed the show today. Fantastic as always. And I know you're working on your new project.
Yes.
Is that like one of those? Is it like Christmas morning for extended period of time where you're like, oh, I'm so excited. I just wish we could be done so that people can have it? Or is it one of those things that you just absolutely pour over and you want to get every and finite detail correct?
I do want to get every detail correct. It's sort of like Christmas if you bought your daughter like a really complex gift that you have to keep working at all night long.
Right.
And then you have to put it together and then the next morning it has to be ready.
Right.
That moment is the only time.
Hopefully the people that buy it play with it for more than 5 minutes and then just put it in the closet.
Exactly. We're hoping that they still talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
You remember that easy bake oven I got you, baby girl?
Get in the kitchen right now and make me some biscuits. Oh, you need batteries? Okay, we'll get some of those.
Yeah, that's it. But working on it has been, it's a fun experience because whenever, like I was telling you, writing it, what I do in order to make it a little more enjoyable and to make it more something signature for myself, something I enjoy.
Right.
Is I go around and I kind of just grab some artists that I admire, especially some of the guys from Wichita Falls, Jason Brown,
Right.
guitarists that I've just loved so much for years. Ground Floor and Rising, a great vocal group that they're going to be on the album as well.
I love that approach because, you know, I've heard, you know, through the years when different artists are making records that somebody, whether it be a studio musician or just a friend, will come in and play on the record.
Yeah.
But it sounds like what you've done is you've kind of taken everybody that you know and said, hey, let's just all make a record. Yeah, my name's going to be on it, but I want to make sure I highlight all my buddies too.
Exactly, and it means something to me because on the last album, I had a Mike O'Neill, who's another one of my favorites, and he was on the album, and it was one of those things like, hey, can you be on the album?
Yeah.
But what's cool is that it got played, so he's driving around with his daughter one time, and his daughter goes, oh, that's James Cook, and he goes, that's me. She had no idea that he did the guitar on it because he just came in one day and knocked it out. But no, every time I hear that lead, all I think about is Mike O'Neill. I can't even believe Mike O'Neill's on my album.
Do you have a hard time translating that into your live show? Because you put out this fantastic produced project, and it's time to go play live. Obviously, you can't, or can you have the same players out there with you on the road?
Not the same players.
Yeah.
These guys are doing their own thing. They're kind of just in to really help me out.
Right.
So the band does what they can, and if there's a moment that we can't replicate, what we do is just kind of recreate it. Like, you know, some bands they'll get in the studio and they'll write something huge, like Queen. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did Queen ever think they were going to redo any of that stuff? But somehow live they'll recreate an entire different sound that's rocking and fun live, because live is something different to me. Now, some bands can pull off both, like Whiskey Myers and Turnpike Troubadours, and they just do a great sound whenever they're doing live and studio. But a lot of times I like to really bring up a lot of different sounds that I know I can't afford it. When I get paid, what I get paid, there's no way I can bring the horns and the violins and the fiddle and all those instruments. So I take those songs and I make them a fun live show.
Right. I think that's part of the magic of a live show is that, yes, you know what to expect by listening to the album, but when you get there, it's an experience.
Yeah.
You know, and you're going to hear those songs. You may hear them a little bit differently. That's all part of the experience.
Exactly. And a live show is something else, because when you listen to an album, you're trying to create a mood for yourself, and or at least I am when I'm trying to make the album. But whenever you're playing live, man, you could be changing somebody's week. You know, say somebody could have had a horrible week, and all they want to do is sit down and have a beer and enjoy a good live band. So you just bring that, and then you have that mentality whenever you're doing it. Or at least I do. I realize that people, it's a cool little step in their lives. It's a cool thing to know you do that. Like, you know, when people say, you know, buddy, I was having a rough day and I came here and had a great night.
Right.
That's a great feeling for somebody, you know, somebody, period, much less somebody who writes music. So.
That's an
fun
awesome way to think about it.
Yeah.
Because obviously you're up there, you're playing your show, you're in your moment, you're having your good time.
Yeah.
But to also recognize the fact that you're changing someone's life.
Yeah.
You know, depending on the kind of song you're playing, you know, it could be for better or for worse.
Yeah, and music songs. I mean, they have.
Yeah, that's what songs do.
They either make you cry, they make you stick someone. I let my kids listen to Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh, wow.
And the youngest one goes, this is scary.
You go right out of the room?
And I go, no, they loved it. And I go, now mind you, I was playing Wizard of Oz with it also.
Walking them down that whole thing.
You know, just because I wanted to show them that it lined up. But I let them know. I go, well, some songs make you sad, some songs scare you, some songs make you happy. It invokes some emotion. And so knowing that you do that, it's kind of, you see what you can do with that. And you see how you can do that on Friday and Saturday night and make somebody's night a little bit better.
So let's evoke some emotion right now. Let's play one. James Cook right here, backstage, Billy Bob's Texas, on the Texas Red Dirt Roads radio show.
Moving with your folks at 23. Had a vacant in College Station. Oh, you quit that scene. I can't remember which backhanded answer you gave me. Foaming at the mouth, you eat that sound. So anxious, couldn't wait to tell old friends how no one from this county would amount to anything. Tonight, don't wait up for me. Tonight, don't wait up on me. Well, you rush on that good advice and family and friends. Instead, you'd rather balance all that poison and sin. Please don't ask me to believe that you lost track of time. Tonight, don't wait up on me. Tonight, don't wait up on me. Payback is cruel, oh, it's coming for you. Time after time, wish I could. Hey, what you do? So long will it do, oh, it's coming for you. Loneliness is kinder when it's shared with some more. So you took me for a ride so you could take more. Seeing love attention, wanna get you soul by soul, but somehow I stay. Tonight, don't wait up for me. Tonight, don't wait up for me. Tonight, don't wait up for me. Tonight, don't wait up on me.
James Cook right there, backstage at Billy Bob's Texas. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Wichita Falls is home,
Yes, sir.
but you spend a lot of time on the road.
Oh, yeah, lots of them.
All right, so every restaurant or drive-through shuts down except for one. What are you praying to sweet music Jesus that this stop never shuts down so you'll always have a place to grab something at 0 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the afternoon?
You know what I do? I look for the crappiest neighborhood and I find the taqueria.
Do you
I
really?
find the taco truck.
Right.
Taco, or just find for some reason, the worst the neighborhood.
So how do you like your tacos?
Street tacos, man. I like barbacoa. I love. And you know what's funny is because my wife is allergic to onions, so when I'm out of town, I chunk them on like hardcore. But what's horrible is I get home at 4 or 5 in the morning, and all I want to do is crawl in bed and give her a kiss. And she's like, "You gotta get to a bath or something." And she doesn't care that I've sweat all night.
You're a superhero with onion power, and nobody wants anything to do with it.
None of it. She wants none of it. She can't. She'll smell me before I walk in the room, because that's how allergic she is to onions.
So if you're looking to book James Cook at your venue, you better make sure there's a taco truck nearby.
Taco
That's all they want. But good to see you.
Hey, man, great to
Thank
see
you for your time. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much.
JamesCookMakesMusic.com is the website. New record on its way. Tall Tales of the Brown Buffalo.
Tall Tales of a Brown Buffalo.
All right, I left the A out.
There it is.
It's coming on its way. JamesCookMakesMusic.com. Thank you, buddy. Stick around. Coming back, Jeff Grossman from Saints 11, right here backstage at Billy Bob's, Texas. Backroads with Texas Red Dirt Roads, brought to you by Colorado High Vodka, Jag Metals LLC. Hang out with us.
On that album.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coming back around. Brand new
Yes, sir.
project from Saints 11 is fantastic. Don't
Yeah.
leave out here without a copy. Jeff Grossman
Yeah.
from Saints 11 down there on the end, y'all.
I'll do a song off that record. Song I wrote the day my grandfather got called home. I played it on this show a couple times before, but it's called For Those That Came. I got dressed up today in the finest suit I'd say. Said goodbye to all of my friends. It's a bittersweet day for me to live a life that was so great. But I'm going home now to see my sweet Rose again. So say a short prayer for those that came, for the little ones that carry my name. I'll see them all sooner than they think, and I will save them a place. So y'all please don't shed a tear. I've looked forward to this place. It's a place I've known of since I was a child. And I can't wait to see my kinfolk gather round like we used to, and sing to the one that's bringing me home. All right. So say a short prayer for those that came, for the little ones that carry my name. I'll see them all sooner than they think, and I will save them a place. This little light of mine, well, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, let it shine, Lord, let it shine. So say a short prayer for those that cling, for the little ones that carry my name.
I see them all sooner than they think. And I will save them the place.
Thank y'all so much.
Jeff Grossman, Saints 11.
The song we just featured from this past week's live show was the one you wrote for your grandfather.
Yes, sir.
Right after his passing.
Yes, sir.
Was that easy to do because that was a way for you to spill out your emotions, or was it hard to do because you just lost your granddad?
It was actually really easy to write, and I love when I write those songs that just come to me real quick like, because I have ADD real bad. And so when I'm writing other songs, it's like, hey, I'll come up with a paragraph like, I'm so smart, I'm a genius.
Right.
But then when it comes to the second paragraph, I'm like, I'm so dumb. Why am I even doing this? You know,
Right.
songs like that, it just, man, I wrote it in like 10 minutes, and
Right.
it just felt natural, you know. And it's like, you know, I'm a man of God, you know. I love the Lord, all that stuff. So if it's like I'm at peace kind of song, not a sad song. It's like, you know, I'm going home.
And I love the way that the song is told from his perspective.
Exactly.
Man, that's a beautiful way to do a song like that.
Thanks.
It's gorgeous. I
Thanks,
love it.
yeah.
Wonderful performance,
Yeah.
man.
I just think that's the way it should be, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going home. You're not. Don't miss me. You know, you're going to see me soon.
Sure.
You know, I'm just going home before you are.
Right.
Basically.
Going to prepare your place like he already has.
Exactly right.
That's wonderful,
Yeah,
Jeff.
yeah.
All right, Jeff Grossman, Saints 11, sitting here with me backstage at Billy Bob's Texas. It's our Backroads segment here on Texas Red Dirt Roads. What you want to play with everybody?
I'm going to do our last single called Shelter Me. I actually wrote this song for the soldiers that come home overseas that's got PTSD, you know. They have a hard time struggling, and I just wrote a song because we do a lot for the military, you know, benefits and stuff like that. So I just sat down and kind of came up with this tune, man, and it's called Shelter Me. It's about those guys that need help coming home. I mean, if you see a soldier that's here in the States after they've, you know, done several tours, you know, they need our support.
They're in a whole new world.
Exactly.
And it's not the same one that they left before they went to wherever it was they were stationed.
Right.
God bless them.
So if you ever see them, shake their hand, hug their neck, something.
Amen.
So
Amen.
this little tune called Shelter Me.
All right, Jeff Grossman from Saints 11 right here.
Every time I see the sky, dark clouds are rolling. Can't seem to shake the rain. There ain't no warning. You think I get used to this old pain? Comes out of nowhere fast, sneaks up behind you, shriveled into the head. That's nothing you can do for me. Do with me what you will. Just when I see a real shine, it don't last. Right when I get that right to roll to come back, somebody shelter me. Some say it's in my veins, all comes from my past. You think you see the sign, look under my mask. Don't deny that, no excuse for sympathy. This thing won't go away until I lay down. This baby will not breathe, and I cannot drown. Don't be surprised when I come
11. Appreciate him stopping by our backstage studio here at Billy Bob's Texas, the world's largest honky-tonk. You want to see any show, you just want to come by for some of their great barbecue and see all the history that's taking place inside Billy Bob's Texas. Go online now to BillyBobsTexas.com. Follow us online, TXRDR.com. Thank you to Jeff Grossman. Thank you to James Cook. Thank you to the Powell Brothers, Blake and Taylor. And of course, thanks to our friends, Matt, Steve, and Jamie, Prophets and Outlaws. You can get more information on each one of their websites, which of course we've posted on all the Texas Red Dirt Road social networks. Texas Red Dirt Road's radio show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can find us at TXRDR. We'll come back next week with our friends, Shotgun Rider, Bradley Banning, all right here live from Billy Bob's Texas. Thanks to my boys Houston and Aaron for helping put this thing together every single week, and Miss Casey for booking all the acts. And of course, we can't do it without our friends, Colorado High Vodka, Jag Metals LLC, Hydro Pros IV Rehydration Specialist, and the Fenolio Boot Company. Till next time, my name is Justin Frizzell. God bless you. God bless our troops and first responders. God bless America, and God bless the great state of Texas. See you down the road.
Moonshine in Knoxville, me and Charlie and Bill. We left a lot of steals, but I feel like we drank them dry. Heard some good music, laughed till we cried. When the sun came up, I had to say goodbye. I don't hang around